Hello.
Hi, I am the new mascot.
This was sent in by a stream viewer. It is an Elite controller that needs the analogs replaced. Wow, these things are heavy. Wow. Never taken one of these apart before. Hope I can figure it out. Oh, I like the different levers and stuff. And things. Oh yeah, doesn't this come off too? Oh yeah, it's magnetic. That's cool. Super sweet. These must be the new Hall Effect sticks. So apparently they tried to put in new Hall Effect sticks, but they messed it up. So they want me to fix it. I can fix it! Hey Felix, how's it going? These also removable? I think they are, aren't they? Yes. All right, let's go ahead and remove those. Get those off of the tray. Hey, Nevitz quadruple 07 or triple 07. Yeah, don't these have a built-in battery? I think that's probably one of the reasons it's heavier. It's like some sort of built-in turbo feature. Oh, these are different. Oh, isn't that the... Oh, yeah, that's the adjuster. Yeah, these are the adjusters for the analog. You can give it a hair trigger or a beaver trigger. Uncle Ben, yes. With great power comes great responsibility. That's a nice outfit. Did your husband make it for you? I got you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of playtime. A DB Cooper live stream. Yes. How could you waste your time on such a thing? No, it's not Menards. Now it's Bucky's.
Gosh, Santa, you wouldn't kill me, would ya?
I have no idea how to take this apart. I've never taken one of these apart before. Wow, fancy. Looks like it screws together backwards. No, Felix. A guy from the South sent this up. So I was like, well, you know what you could use for packing materials? Bucky nuggets. And he's like, okay. So that's why I have the Bucky nuggets and the Bucky. He also sent some beef jerky. I don't have much hope for Spaceballs 2. I mean, it's pretty obvious how you'd parody Disney Star Wars. They probably won't do it, so it'll suck. You know, it's weird. The screws are mounted. It's like the controller goes together backwards. What is it, bud? So apparently, whoa. Oh, that's right. These are interchangeable. What are you whining about? I fed you. Be quiet. Watch out for the ribbon cable connector for the battery. Thanks for the tip. I will watch out for it. The same thing we do every night, Silver. Try and take over the world. Why do we do this? I've got a 3D printer for scrap parts. Did I miss one? What's that for? What's that pick for? Bud, are you being a whiny wimp? Yeah, what's holding it in? Faith? No way to make that make sense in a sentence. Meaningless. Whoa. Huh? Oh, random magnet. Flapping in the breeze. Oh, I see. Those are the rear buttons connecting to some pins. Right. Looks like he removed one of them, but not the other. Doesn't look like he did a bad job. Yeah, let's see. All right, get the soldering iron and the desoldering iron. Don't pry the thumb caps; they screw on. Ah, thanks for the tip. Sure enough. Wow. Metal shaft.
Huh. Kept you waiting, didn't I?
Do I buy my footwear at the shoebox? No, I usually go to Rogan Shoes on the east side. I go to Rogan Shoes and they won't stop talking about DMT. Whoa, what is this random shaft here for? Bud, you're not supposed to be up there. That is not a table for cats. Get off. Get off that table. Go to your home. Here's your new home. Meaningless. Did I find any Metal Gears? No, not yet. Metal Gear. It's a walking nuclear tank! Snake? Huh. A walking nuclear tank. Snake, are you just gonna repeat back everything I say? Huh. Kept you waiting, didn't I? Close quarters combat. I'm a Japanese character, that's how we talk. Yep. Bud, what is it? Why are you sad? I already fed you. I gave you a delicious meal. And this is how you repay me. Misery, misery, misery. That's the path you've chosen. That was pretty high quality controller. Kept you waiting, didn't I? So you're the man who sold the world, huh? Kept you waiting, didn't I? Wait, where's the battery at? Oh, I guess it's just back there. I guess that makes sense. Oh yes, the tweezers, they were someplace. Mostly looks the same. Mostly. Metal Gear. Well, it begs the question, do like, hey, no, get away from that. Get away. Get away. Leave that alone. Stop. You made enough toothpicks over there. Stop. Stop. Get away. Go to your home. Your home is a box. You are homeless. Here's your new home. Well, yeah, this part's a negative. Like, these Hall effect sensors do not have the twist-on caps.
They've just got regular caps. Kept you waiting, didn't I?
Bud is being a menace. Yeah. He's pretty whiny this morning, too. I guess it just varies. Alright, I'm going to crank up the heat.
Kept you waiting, didn't I?
So after this, we have an Anycubic printer that I'm going to scrap for parts. Spooky gave it to me because they've replaced most of their printers with X1C carbons. And I'm like, oh man, that's got some stepper motors and power supplies I could use. Because I used up a lot of those things with my last couple projects this year. So I'm actually kind of low on those things. And they're like, okay, if you want it. Actually, we already took a few parts off of it the other week or last week because we were working on mechanisms for the, well, not the next game, but the next game. The next one that I'm programming, which won't be announced until the end of 2027. But it's coming along pretty good. Oh, they have like a landing pad, like whatever this black stuff is. Because normally, like, the triggers just like hit the circuit board. I suppose over enough time that could cause wear or something. All right. I'm underworked, I'm underfed. I wanna go home. Yeah, not too dirty. The Voron printer, I got it pretty much up to the point where I needed to start wiring all the electronics, so, yeah. I don't know how far, well, I built the extruder thing, which actually wasn't as complicated as I thought it would be. That's probably like 66%. Romancing the Stone Pinball? Oh yeah, that'd be cool. There. I'm honest. I'm stealing this stone. I'm not trying to romance it out from under her. So Michael Douglas showed up and he started blasting. That poor yellow belly guy. That
right in my arms. As usual, Ira, you've got us in some real nasty shit here. Do 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 do. I told him to get out. Now that he had what he came from. Not quite, Angelina. Take him off. That was the end of Grogan. The man who murdered my father, burned my ranch, shot my dog, and stole my Bible. Hey, I love Romance of the Stone. It's a great movie. All right, write us out of this one, Joan Wilder. Joan Wilder? The Joan Wilder? You are the novelist, Joan Wilder? Yes, I am. I read your books. I read all your books. You got a Xerox machine? Yes, but it's in the shop. Match of the Stone is like a great forgotten 80s movie. Does seem like this takes like more heat than the other ones. And we rewatched it a couple years ago on Blu-ray. It holds up really, really well. I probably hadn't seen it in like 30 years. I watched it all the time back in the 80s. My sister and I would always rent the tape. It was like that and Temple of Doom. How will you die, Joan Wilder? Quick like a snake, or slow like the molasses in January? Look at them snappers, Ralph. I did not care for the Jewel of the Nile. I thought it was wasn't as good. But whatever. I mean, they did bring Danny DeVito back. Oh yeah, don't they like blow up his boat in like the first scene? That kind of sucks. It's like James Cameron always complained about with Alien 3. He's like, Oh man, I got them off that planet and then they just kill everybody. They killed Newt. I'm mostly dead in this movie. Mostly. Hello, Randy Novik. Oh yeah, I have fiber internet now. So maybe it'll make it a... I didn't increase the bit rate or anything because it's kind of pointless, but... you'll get the bits faster or something? Yeah, this kid was going around selling it door to door, and I had to put on my Papa poker face because it was a pretty easy sale. I don't like being an easy sale, but it was pretty hard to say no. I mean, Charter's... Well, the problem with Charter is like the download speed. The download speed is decent. It's like 500 megabits. But the upload speed was not scaling at all. Like my upload was still like only 10 megabits a second. So, since I'm still working from home for the foreseeable future, now I can send code updates. Yeah, I sent it. Actually, I sent an update for Evil Dead today, and it was 1.4 gigabytes, and it took 34 seconds to upload. Pretty good. I mean, like the 1 gigabit, that's really only at the node. Like once it goes off into the internet, you don't get that high speeds, but it's still far, far faster than what I had before. Like I know it's like uploading stuff to like OneDrive or YouTube. It's probably more like 300 megabits a second, but again, that's still 30 times faster than what I had. And the introductory price, at least, was cheaper than Charter. Yeah, the fiber line is kind of skinny, though. It's kind of weird, like, to see it hanging between the pole and my house, along with a much thicker phone and cable line. Especially, like, when snow gets on it and, like, and it's on the touching the roof with all the snow. But the fiber line goes all the way into my basement, down into the modem, so it is fiber all the way. Oh, yeah, it works pretty good. It did change all my IP addresses, so I have like a different subnet mask. That actually threw me for a loop. I'm like, what? So I actually it took me about an hour to like remap into my server, because the server was hardwired at like the 192 subnet, and now with AT&T everything's like 10 dot something something. How many watts at how many seconds? It was 1.4 gigabytes and it took 34 seconds to upload, so... what is that? So that's let's call it 1.4 gigs. 1.4 gigs times 8 is the bits, is 11 billion bits divided by 34. So yeah, the actual speed was like 329 megabits a second. Because, again, like there's many bottlenecks in the internet, but it's still way before it was 10. So before it'd be like the end of the day. So I would like start the upload at like 5 o'clock and then run errands, and then it would take about 21 minutes. But there actually were a couple times recently where the upload failed. Actually, I think it like failed twice in 1 week, like right before the salesman came by. So his timing was impeccable. Da, 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 da.
So what projects have you been working on, Felix? So everybody, this is the Felix in chat. I don't know if you guys realize that. The long lost prodigal person. Yeah, they don't use a castellated chip package on this. It looks like they had a pad to put a can over it, but I guess they didn't for whatever reason. Yeah, Felix, we should make a follow-up video sometime. I have people ask about you fairly often. They're like, whatever happened to Felix? And I'm like, I'm not quite sure. Well, hopefully this works. They really punted it. It wasn't too bad. This controller brought to you by Bucce Nuggets. Bucce Nuggets are impervious to lead and chemicals. I have a box of old scraps I've been cobbling together. Did you do it in a cave with a box of scraps? I know that these look like cheese curds, but they're actually kind of like brown sugar honey cheese balls. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, these are kind of like, I think each one of these takes a week off your life. These are Bucce Nuggets. I pooped them out myself. Yeah, Randy, that seems like a pretty apt description. Remember, Felix, I still have your signed photograph of Jeanette Goldstein I need to give you. I know I forgot to give it to you that one time. And she signed it. You always were an asshole, Felix. She asked if you had a good sense of humor, and I'm like, yeah, I guess. So that's what she wrote. So, there you go. It's been sitting here for 4 years. 4 years, 15 months, and 5 days! Just like in Center to the Journey of the Earth. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's, what's that thing called? The honey badger? That thing that doesn't give a fuck? That lives in Africa? That's what it is, right? The honey badger? Eh. Oh, that's right. I got to align it onto these giant shafts for some reason. Yeah, I told her, hey, this friend of mine is a big fan of yours. Can you sign a photo for him? And she's like, oh, sure, it's your friend of yours. I'm like, it really is. Because she thought I meant me. And she's like, okay, what's your friend's name? And does he have a good sense of humor? Yep. And Felix, I did actually try to get one of her business cards, but she didn't have any. I did ask her, though, so you owe me one for asking Vasquez a kind of embarrassing question. I tried. She seemed like a nice lady. Really short, though. Now, yeah. Oh yeah, that was the same show where I got to meet Nick Castle, director of The Last Starfighter. I do have a project. I'm making a smaller Atari Lynx. I bought like the Mick Will screen for it like 2 years ago, but it's just been in my backlog. But I have been working through my backlog, actually making progress. That's why I got started on the Voron, and I got my Maker Gear printer rebuild. Actually, I think it's done. Yeah, it is done now. I put the finished touches on that yesterday. I have had more free time in 2025. 2024 was kind of a rush. So we had to get that Evil Dead game shipped. Almost done with production on them. I think they're in like the last 50 units or something like that. Why are these such a pain? Well, you got to be a little bit ginger with these because otherwise it is possible to break them. Then you've got bigger problems. There we go. Yeah, look at this really nice cable management they got. Look. See? They got 4 of these guides and they have plated, castellated holes here. Very nice. Yeah, Retro A1C. This is an Xbox Elite controller. I just put Hall effect sensors into it. And assuming this works, after this we're going to break down an Anycubic printer for parts, because I could use... There are actually some parts in it that I could use. Like when I built the cat feeder, I had to take the power supply from my Super 8 scanner, so I currently need more 24 volt power supplies than I have. So I'm assuming the Anycubic uses the 24 volt. I don't know why it wouldn't. Not that old. I wanna go home. Well, the Master System, the Game Gear was just a shrunken Master System. I mean, it had a few differences, but it was pretty much completely compatible. I think Atari tried to make a 2600 cartridge for the Jaguar, but I don't think it was fast enough, but they tried. I don't know how that was supposed to work. Bud, are you calmed down now? Calm kitten. Wait, Felix, I don't think I had my cat last time you visited. Yeah, I think that was after the last time you were here. He's okay. Sometimes he's annoying. Hopefully this works. Here, you can have the old ones back. I don't need them. That's a very nice hat. Feels heavier even notwithstanding the battery. Oh, I gotta push the rods through. I guess I don't need the desoldering iron anymore. Unless I screwed it up. Bud is a sleepy, furry blob. Well, it's better than being a loud, annoying furry blob like he was when I started the stream. Oh wait, I'm jinxing it by not testing it before I put all the screws in. Jinx! Oh crap, we're missing one. Where did it go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Right. Let's see what happens. The story of the Band-Aid? Yeah, I got fingernail fungus on it. So the doctor gave me this nail polish to get rid of the fingernail fungus, but it takes months. It basically takes as long as your nail takes to grow. So the Band-Aid is to keep the fingernail polish from scraping off. The controller appears as a keyboard. What the hell? Yeah, that's weird. It appeared as a keyboard and a controller. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, it seems to work. Let's make sure that. Yeah, I don't even know where it came from. The only thing I can think of is like I had my my sewer back up earlier this year, and I tried to plunge it, but I don't know if that's related. But yeah, it takes forever to get rid of it. There's like a pill. There's a pill you can take, but the doctor said that there's potential for liver damage, which isn't good because I already damaged my liver too much as it is. Because I was like, well, considering I drink too much, probably shouldn't do that one. So he's like, yeah, let's try this first. So that's where we are. I don't know how long. It's probably been like, I don't know, a month and a. Well, no, it's probably been 2 months. 2 months since I went there? Can't remember. Is this thing going to just try to connect forever? Oh, okay, there, it turned off. Oh, what the hell are these things? Wow, it's so customizable. He's so spontaneous. All right, I guess that's it. Yay! Can you build a portable Nintendo Switch 2? I went to Best Buy and bought my niece a PlayStation 5 the other day, and there was actually a pretty decent chunk of Switch 2s sitting there, so apparently it's the fastest console selling ever, but I don't know, there were definitely plenty available at Best Buy. Well, my niece mentioned it like Thanksgiving, and I was like, she's like, I either want a Switch 2 or a PlayStation 5. And I was saying, well, the Switch 2, there's hardly any games for it. Plus, I'm a Nintendo hater. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's that many games for it. All right, I guess that's done. Oh, he included some cash. Well, we didn't have to do that, but thanks. Nice. Is this how it charges? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Excuse me. Wow, this is their very elite. What's this? What is this? Well, I don't think it involves me, so. Let's see. Good cat. If I had a little money, it's a rich man's world. Something tells me Abba had plenty of money. Yeah, sorry if you were expecting a more exciting repair, but it's pretty straightforward, thankfully. But yeah, thanks for the Bucky nuggets and the beef jerky. All right, so this was any cubic S, I think it was. Cannot recall exactly. What was this used? What was this used for? Belt tensioning, maybe? What kind of... Oh, yeah. Oh, these are Bowden extruders. See how... Yeah, that's the extruder motor over there. And this thing was rode hard and put away wet. I don't even know how long they use these. Probably like five or 6 years. But they're like, oh, well, we made our money off of them. We don't care. So they already scrapped a bunch of them. But this was like the last one. I think they replaced these with a bunch of like Elagus, and then now they're getting a bunch of. They have like 15 X1C carbons, I think. So they got a lot of printers there. Yeah, I was actually down at Spooky all last week. That's why there wasn't a stream on Monday, because I was not here. So yeah, I'm actually more heavily involved with... It's not the next game, it's the next game. So it's the next one that I'm coding. So I'll have about 20... Well, I told them hopefully I can do it in 18 months, but have about 22 months to ship it. But hopefully the plan is to get it shippable in like 18 months and then test it and then start another one. Yeah, but we definitely got some cool mechs we're putting into it, so yeah. Oh, that was going into the motor as well? Yeah. This printer has seen many filaments. This will be its last. Where can we buy the game? Well, I mean, Spooky will be selling it, but like I said, it's not the one they'll announce this coming November. So it'll be November 2027 when it's announced. So it is going to be a while before I can talk about it. But that's my next big work project. But hopefully it's... Evil Dead was kind of a crunch, so hopefully it's less crunchy. So I can... Well, I actually made a pretty good dent on my backlog in 2025. What's holding that in? I suppose it's under all this. Oh, a spring! I'll keep that. Oh, this stepper has a bushing on it. Or I'm not a bushing, a gear. Don't need that. Jeez, look at this. It looks like it came off the bottom of the ocean. This should come up. Yeah, this might be usable. Relimus, it's pinball machines actually. I'll keep that. That's my new day job now, is I program pinball machines. Sometimes people ask me, and I'm like, I program pinball machines. And it's kind of get weird reactions. Oh god, look, they put that shaft right over the screw. Look at that, because they've got like a linear, not a linear, just a regular bearing there. There we go. Palladium, 2.5 grams. We need to break down 10 more missiles to get the rest. Portal 2 pinball machine? Yeah, I think that was done by Multimorphic, company down in Texas. Jerry Stellenberg's company. I got a ton of these. Another Indiana Jones starring Ben Heck as the voice of Henry Jones Jr. Well, hey, you know Bethesda, call me up. Indiana Jones, we must find the Great Circle, the game that was completely snubbed by the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley thought he found the prize. This is standard shaft. Oh man, that bearing's on there tighter than a tick. Give me your bearing. Junior! Yes, Retro, that's correct. That's what Multimorphic makes. Like the modular systems where a good portion of the pinball is a screen. And so when you get a different game, you're really only like replacing like the rear third of the game and some of the stuff around the sides. Like the big screen remains the same for all the Multimorphic games. So they also have they have a Princess Bride game. So they finally started making licenses, because for the longest time they were making unlicensed stuff and nobody wants that. But yeah, so they got like a Princess Bride game, and they got a Weird Al Yankovic game, Portal, and I think that's it for like unlicensed or licensed stuff. Nice. Not the biggest stepper, but that'll do, pig. Should have sent it to the Mox Brothers, yeah. Dad, don't call me that. Yeah. I can put this in my spring bucket. I'll put these in my screw bucket. So I got a bucket for everything. I got a whole bucket full. Actually, you know, that's not the worst bushing I've ever seen in my life. Nice bush, Sheen. The Playboy pinball machine? Oh. Yeah, actually, we used some bushings just like this on the pinball prototype we were working on. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. Yeah. Okay, I don't think this giving tree has any more to give. Idler pulley. Don't really care about that. Actually, these rods are still in pretty good shape. Maybe keep those. Oh, this has a plastic pulley on it? These printers were pretty cheap, if I recall correctly. I can't remember exactly. I can't recall how cheap, but... Whoa. Oh, there it is. Yeah, actually, well, we actually pulled the lead screws off last week at Spooky because we were playing around with some ideas. And so, yeah, they pulled this printer out and they're like, here, Ben, here's one of those scrap printers you wanted. And then Dylan and I were coming up with some ideas for some stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, we could get a lead screw and the nut off of that printer you guys are going to give me. So that's why this thing is already partially disassembled, because Dylan and I started ripping it apart. So we already grabbed the lead screws. I still have one of them. Ooh, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Piccadilly. Can we get there? Oh, it's covered up by the... Oh, both of those are covered up by the rod pillow block. To the great adventure, Indy, I go first. Show spring collection? Maybe later. I gotta break down the 5 other missiles. I have a pretty good spring collection. It's the spring collection at JCPenney. I mean, I use the springs all the time, so why wouldn't I have a bunch of springs? Only springs? Yeah. Only feet springs. That printer would run your heart for 1,000 lifetimes. Or a Benchy for about 7 seconds. This is how we're getting out of here. A castle made of springs? Yeah, any cubics were kind of like copies of reality. I don't know, they work pretty good. Now it just seems like bamboo's taken over everything. It's like the Asian carp of 3D printers. There, put that on a bumper sticker. What is this for? Your purpose is to block me. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, what was this rod for? It's not actually anywhere near the belt. I'm going to save all these screws, you know. Waste not, want not. When the apocalypse comes, you know what house to go to. Unless you're not my friend, then don't show up. Please don't show up. Dude, it's press fit. Ah. Yeah, I don't see any set screw. Man, that is on there good. Oh, wait. Oh, it is metal. Oh, never mind. Jeez. Ah, oh, Jesus. What is that, a T18? I guess I might be stuck with it. This is a GT2, right? Yes. You know, I think I have a gear pulley in my dad's toolbox. Dad's gear puller diary. Let he who pulled this gear pull me. Count to 10 in metric. 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. You know, these are cleaner than most of the 8 millimeter rods I have. They've been in the basement too long. Heat it. No, I think I do have a small gear puller out in the toolbox, but I'm probably not going to do that tonight, but I'll let you know next stream. Oh, I'm still planning to do the charity stream. Probably like, what would that be, Sunday the 28th? I don't know if I want to do St. Jude's again. St. Jude sends an astronomical amount of junk mail if you donate anything to them. Like, I'm not making, okay, probably twice a month I get something from them. And I can't help but think, you know, this would have bought a non-zero amount of aspirin for like sick kids. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Should I even bother with this part? I don't know. Look at this. Oh, is this the part? Oh, yeah, that is a part cooler. See, it's got like a little slit there to blow the part clean. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this worth it? I want to get more gear pullers. Yeah, you can never have enough gear pullers. This printer is worthless. Come on down to Crazy Ernie's Printer Junk Emporium. You never know what parts you need in the future? Yeah. I do know I don't need any more PTFE tubing. I've got plenty. Now, cut to 10 years from now. The only way to build Liberty Prime is to collect 10 feet of PTFE tubing. Damn! goes. It's actually pretty clean. All right, I'll keep it, but not the tubing. The tubing goes. Oh, come on, there we go. Oh, that could be a project. Junk printer. What's the voltage? 12 volts? Yeah, okay, I don't think I need this. Crap, are these 12 volt printers? That would suck, because I really want a 24 volt power supply out of one of these. Speaking of which, that's the next part. I want you to get me the catalog for my spring collection, or you're fired. The devil wears Prusa. Ah, come on, that's good, right? Yeah, so I got these. This is one I just bought for Master Cars. These are kind of boring. Then these guys. I don't think there's any. These are all compression springs. Yeah. A lot of these came from other things. It doesn't take up that much space. Actually, yeah, I don't have a lot of. I got some expansion springs. These guys. But yeah, I like you know, like when I did my my film scanner. You know, I needed springs. So yeah, springs are a good thing to have. Worthless. Dwight, what if there's an apocalypse and you're dead? He said, if I'm dead, the rest of you have been dead for months. There's no way. This wouldn't be 12 volts, would it? That's impossible. What about the bed? The devil wears Prusa. You got to the end of the movie. I'll keep these. I'll put them in my knob bin. I'm guessing that's yeah. Oh, more springs! I thought there was going to be no more springs, but there were springs. Oh, just when I need another random hot plate. Maybe I could make ghetto printer out of all this stuff. I mean, I could. I got tons of parts. They left a piece of communion under it. Ah, there's the other spring. They've got Chinese hot snot on it. What's this? 12 volt end? Oh, okay. So which ones they use? 3 and 2? Oh, they use more of the tracing. 1. Oh gosh, this is smelling like a 24 volt printer to me. I'm surprised at that. Damn it. I mean, well, I guess I could probably, yeah, my film scanner probably doesn't need to be 24 volts. Yeah. Still disappointed. I'm going to cry. Oh, check out the Voron came with a 2mm bit. Actually, I should put that in my bucket. I'll do it later. Let's see. What are a few of your favorite things? Is that a cross-reference to Mary Poppins? The remake, oh no, I'm sorry, the sequel starring Emily Blunt. The Devil Wears Prusa. There's a spoof for you. I am Joseph Prusa. Get me Armani on the phone. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't Mary Poppins. That was Sound of Music. God damn it. Sound of Music remake, also starring Emily Blunt. And John Krasinski as the Nazis. He has put our weapons in jello! Did Christopher Plummer, well, I don't want to say finally die, but that guy lived a long time. He didn't die that long ago. This is like liquefied forbidden jelly. Ah, now there's a nice generic motor. Oh, those are bigger than the extruder motor. Nice. Yeah, I was getting pretty low on extra stepper motors. I was probably down to like 3 of them. So, whew. Disaster avoided. Yeah, I remember seeing part of the Emily Blunt Mary Poppins on a plane, but I didn't have the headphones, so I just had to like imagine what was going on, and I don't know, I guess she looked like Mary Poppins. I don't know, she's British. Is Julie Andrews British? Hey, Julie Andrews was in The Princess Diaries with Anne Hathaway, who was in The Devil Wears Prada. I can connect all the movies. Oh, God. All right. Careful, because if we talk about Dick Van Dyke, who is somehow still alive, we might jinx him. But yeah, that's crazy. He's got to be like, what, 100? Wasn't Dick Van Dyke in the Mary Poppins sequel and he like danced at like age 95 or something? I'm afraid all of your guns have been placed into jello. Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Couldn't I just use... Yeah, that sounds pretty crunchy. I changed my mind. Hey, I think they should remake Back to the Future. I've talked about that on here many, many, many times. But I think they've missed the window. Like, I think even if we went back to 1995, the life of a teenager would still be quite different than it is now. But, you know, I'm not going to get into that for the millionth time. Jeez. I'm not going to die until I make Spaceballs 2 and get more money. Seriously, if that movie is not called The Search for More Money, that's an immediate red flag to not watch it. I told you to never call me on this wall. This is an enlisted wall. Yeah, there's probably not any, or very few. Yeah, if you were a World War II vet, you'd have to be as old as Dick Van Dyke, pretty much. Yeah, because what, 1925? Well, maybe you could be born in like 1927 tops, because then you'd be like 18 in like 1945. Put that in the recycling bin. I mean, these kind of bearings are pretty obsolete. They don't really use them for printers anymore. So why is there only one on that side? Oh, that was... The rods, though. I could use the rods. This is a 24. Oh, this is probably the power supply right here. Yep. It's got the 220, 125 thing on the side. Windows 95? That's like a baby's toy. Baby's toy? Little girl, I need to borrow your Tesla. Da, da, da. Who's president in 2025? Donald Trump. Donald Trump from Home Alone 2? I suppose Joe Pesci is the Secretary of the Treasury? Doc, we just need a computer to download data. This is the world's fastest modem. 28.8 kilobits per second. When this baby hooks up to CompuServe, you're gonna see some serious shit. Oh, of course it would be built out of a Tesla Cybertruck. Yep, of course. Doc, all we need is an EV charging station. I suppose in 2025 there'll be an EV charging station at every corner. Hey, that joke would work too. See, it writes itself. I actually think Robert Zemeckis is kind of a douche for like, I'm like, oh, we'll never remake this, because it's like, I think it's like, I don't know, like, why should the story about fish out of water and the difference between generations, why should that only be limited to Gen X and Boomers? And the thing that even makes it dumber is like, with hindsight, like, Gen X and Boomers are almost exactly the same. It would be a lot more relevant to make a movie like that now. I mean, granted, it took like 30 years for Gen X to become Boomers, but we did. Now excuse me while I mail off my AARP card. Mayor Goldie Wilson? Yeah, you're gonna be mayor someday. A gay mayor. Ha, that'll be the day. See, it writes itself. I really think they should remake back, but it's too late. This was the last. 2015 would have been the last window to do it. Because really, you'd have to go back, like, before the internet. Because then, like, the Marty character would be like completely fish out of water, like not knowing how to do anything to get their parents back together, which would actually, I know I've said this a million times, because then you could actually have character development for the Marty character, which the first Back to the Future movie does not have, which is why in the sequels they give him that stupid arc about not being yellow, and the only reason they do that is because he had no arc in the first movie. Back to the Future. Yeah. Well, those rods are slightly longer. I don't know. I think if you made it Back to the Future and it was like Gen X to like Gen Alpha, which I guess it would be now. I don't know. I think it would be like, I mean, the Gen X people would probably like it more than the Gen Alpha. But hey, you know what? If you make a movie for Gen X people, they'll go see it. Like Top Gun Maverick made a shit ton of money. Ben, am I a cinephile? I used to be. Not so much anymore. I did watch Nobody 2. Actually, what did I watch the other night? I watched Nobody 2, and then I don't know why, I just came up Twilight Zone the movie. Cuz I'd never seen it. I just heard like about all the scandal with it. It was probably like half of a good movie. Like the part that had all the scandal, that was like the worst segment of the movie. It's like, wow, what a waste. This belt is nothing special. Yeah, apparently they're going to make a Mummy sequel with Brendan Fraser and, what's her face? Rachel Weisz! Oh, of course I put away the big one right before I need it. Of course, why wouldn't that happen? So I'm not like, I don't watch a lot of movies now, but I know a lot about movies. Oh, see, like if I was making a Back to the Future sequel, I would not have Marty have a girlfriend. Because I think, again, like if I was making a Back to the Future remake or whatever, I would have it be where like Marty is like at school and he's kind of like a loser, and it'd be kind of like Rick and Morty where it's like, oh hey Jessica, but like he never like talks to her. He tries to contact her on social media, and again maybe Marty's a girl. I mean whatever, but and so that way, by going back into the past before everything was online, the Marty character would also learn something about human connection. So then when he comes back to the future, then he goes to school, and then he just walks up and he asks her out, and it works. And that's like, oh, it's a master of both worlds kind of thing. Because again, by starting the movie where Marty has a girlfriend, there's just less character stuff for him to do. He doesn't really do anything in the movie, character-wise. Marcia McFly, yeah. Yeah, I've rewatched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, like, I think it was like this summer. It wasn't that long ago. It still holds up great. Is there a cross beam or something? Oh, must be. Martha! Yeah. Martha! Yeah, because it's so likely that a girl born in 2000 would be named Martha. I don't need any of that. You know, I think I reviewed one of these a few years ago. It's flopping around in the breeze. Unbelievable. Look, it's a PlayStation 4. Wrong. Yeah, like Madison Alexa or something like that. Oh yeah, maybe her name is Alexa, and then she always gets upset because like people like ask her questions like, "Hey Alexa, what time is it?"
The time is 9:43 p.m.
What a loser. Yeah, she sucks. She'll never learn how to socialize. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wait, you can't do that because you can't have a father fall in love with a daughter. That's creepy, but it's okay for the mother to fall in love with the kid. All right, so that I guess it has to be a guy. The worst movie ever? You know, actually, you know, we used to do bad movie night all the time. I actually think like one of the worst movies I ever saw was Son of the Mask with Jamie Kennedy. It's abhorrent. It's at least there's like reasons for Plan 9 to like be bad. It's like there's no reason for like $120 million movie to be that bad. Also, the original Super Mario Brothers movie is also pretty bad. Ugh. Oh, is that attached from the top?
how was, hey, what was holding that? Oh, I guess that screw's holding it in place. Yeah. Let's put... Oh wait, it's got rubber feet. I could use those. The legs, they don't need those. There. Lord of the Rings reference for you. She called it Siri. My mom, whenever she visits, she calls it Alexis. It's like, for the last billionth time, it's not Alexis. Actually, that would be a pretty good joke to have all the other girls tease her for being called Alexa. Volts. What a file! Now wait a minute. Actually, the film scanner has a 12-volt lamp, so actually this would work better as long as... Yeah, there's probably enough torque for the motors. Never mind. I convinced myself this is okay after all. I've just rewritten history. Like DuckTales. This power supply looks like some grade A Chinesium, though. Oh, gross. Nice try, Shang Ling. Goodbye, Dr. Jones. Kind of board that they use in this. Oh no, I need the gear puller again. Well, whatever project I make, it's gonna need... I have to rewrite some of the code for the film scanner anyway, because they changed, like when I started that project and then like the most recent Raspberry Pi image, they changed the camera library again. It's so annoying. 25 amps, so actually that's not bad. Actually, because the film scanner is only 3 motors. It's a Y take-up reel, and then there's like 2 X's that are wired in parallel. Yeah, 12 volts would probably be fine. Oh, what is all this crap? This is like when the 8-bit guy had that computer that he got out of a factory. Remember that? Mega SD switch. What is all this? Unbelievable. Oh, that's right. There's like a little LCD screen. Oh, AT Mega 2560. I bet you could flash this with Marlin. Well, this probably already has Marlin on it. Hey, I love Temple of Doom. I definitely like it better than Last Crusade, even though I'm always quoting Last Crusade. You know, these are some beefy power wire over here. Look at that. Whoa. All right, they're not kidding around. Well, you know what? They're drawing more amps because they're at 12 volts. Geez, this thing looks like it came on. Was this soldered in place? Oh, God. How'd all this... I wonder if this was like filament dust. Like, Spooky is not this dirty.
I don't want any of these ratty fans. Oh, there's a beeper on this. Yes, that's why I mean, I like Last Crusade. It's just, it's not, a lot of people say it's like the best Indiana Jones movie or it's better than Temple of Doom. I like Temple of Doom better. Because it's way darker. Last Crusade has goofy shit in it. Not as goofy as like Swinging with Monkeys or, yeah. Was there anything in Dial of Destiny that was as dumb as Shia LaBeouf swinging with monkeys? Come on. Your hot snot won't. Oh God, look at all the hot snot on this. Well, at least they put hot snot on it. A long boat ride over. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. It's got the same expansion connectors as the old Marlin screen. Well, here, I'll show you here in a second. It's fans. Yeah, see? Got the expansion 1 and 2 port. No, the TFT is being run. Yes, they do mention Shia LaBeouf's character in Dial of Destiny, and they say that he died in Vietnam. So it is addressed. He died on the way back to his home planet. Aside from like the monkey swinging thing, like Shia LaBeouf was actually... He looked like he was putting more effort into that movie than anyone else that was in it, especially when Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's just like, I could buy 6 new planes with this movie and crash every one of them. Oh, these are for the end stops? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, this must be going to the end stops. See, this is labeled for the end stops right there. Ah, man. I don't even think this would work on Liberty Prime. It's such a crusty critter. Ah. So what's the screen? Oh, who knows? Well, here, if I'm ever really bad off. Yes, there's a scene where I don't remember why, but Harrison Ford is talking about. Yeah, he's like, he went to Vietnam and died, and I should have stopped him from going. And now I regret it. That's basically the speech. It's actually probably one of like the better scenes in the movie. I didn't hate that movie. I just didn't think it needed to exist. This was a Thermit. Oh God! Look at that jank ass shit. Yeah, this. I mean, at least they they hot snotted it in place. Hey, now these are some big beefer wires. These could be useful. Yeah, I think I'll keep those. Actually, I can use that to hook up my film scanner. Yeah, there's like way too many like movie sets on Crystal Skull. I agree. Zero dropped frames. That's good. That's probably more about the computer than the connection. Ah, no fuse? What a rip. I'm still going to take it. Yeah, what kind of amazing 3D printer could I build with these parts? Because I have a lot of 3D printer parts. Not just this one. Yeah, the jungle chase was awful. Like, they had that machine that was clearing a path in the jungle. They immediately blow it up. So, how is there still a path in the jungle? And why do you're making an Indiana Jones movie and you've got this giant machine with giant blades and nobody goes through the blades? I'm sorry. That's a file. It was unbelievable that they did that. Or rather, didn't. Oh, it does have a fuse. $250 volts. I don't think you're going to find that in America. We don't believe in volts. This screen looks like a bodge job. VSS RX-TX reset 5 volts? Huh. It's actually pretty close to the pattern on like the Big Tree Tech SKR boards. That wouldn't be compatible, would it? No, there's no way. They'd have different firmware, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's no way that would be compatible. A serious 3D printer project? More serious than a Voron? Alright, see you later, Yeti. Yeah, probably not gonna be too much later here myself. Maybe I'll sort the screws and see if I can bore everyone to death. Where'd my magnifying glass go? Later, Felix. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if this would be useful for anything. Hey Felix, look, there's one of your level shifter chips you were talking about. Actually, wait a minute. Why is there a level shifter? It's an AMD 2560. Well, I think the rest of this can go into the scrap heap. It's worthless. Ugh. You know, this bed's could be in worse shape. It has some of the texture ripped off of it, but yeah, I'll keep it around for now. Sucks that everything's 12 volts though. Save it for Felix. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da da da. The thrilling adventures continue. Wait, is that an M3? It probably was. Yeah, could I use the 3D printer to make a heating tray for a restaurant? Let's see. Probably about this long. And these are, yeah, let's put these over here. More shorties here. Actually a little shorter, but whatever. These are 3mm as well. Got that here. Oh, 5. Oh wait, these are M4s. I think. Pretty sure. Is that the Ark of the Covenant? Yeah. You sure? Pretty sure. Now, Boomhauer, you just missed it. Felix was here. Those are M5s. Okay. I'll put the feet in my feet bucket. Yes, I have a feet bucket. Only feets. I still need to think of something to do for the charity stream. Maybe we could do it upstairs. Oh, I could try to beat Shadow of the Ninja. I'm still pissed about that. Well, I mean, I'm not, you know what I mean. I was so close. It's like, I hadn't played that game in like 30 years, and I almost beat it. Using my muscle memory. Oh, this is... Yeah, that's for the Apple IIgs. Don't want to lose that. Yeah, I had to buy one of these off Amazon for the cat feeder. Yeah, so... These are useful. The hot end's in very pristine condition. I mean, it's all right. I mean, look at it's super clean. Oh yeah, these springs. I don't know if I would reuse that bed. It's only 12 volts. One thing I'm looking forward to the Voron. The Voron has a has a 120 AC bed, and there's a SSR solid state relay. Yeah, that is an SSR. A solid state relay that turns it on and off. Oh, I have a, I don't know how long people have seen the stream, but I have a ton of bins. Those are mostly electronics, but there's way more. There's a bunch of back there. There's even more. So yeah, I have a lot of bins of stuff, and this is after like years of trying to purge stuff at like at the shows and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of everything, but I still have a ton of stuff. Yeah, my steppers are pretty low. I've got these little guys. I don't remember where I got those. They're like, yeah, see, I'm down to, where did I get them? I don't remember getting these. Assume these from NEMA 17s, yeah. But yeah, look, I was down to like 4 NEMA 17s, one more big guy. Yeah, so I was getting critically low on stepper motors because I'd use 3 for my film scanner. Then the cat thing was 3. Yeah, not too bad. What are you looking at, bud? Oh, I just remembered my other box or boxes of 3D printer parts are still in my car. So I took that down to Spooky and we actually used it. Well, that's where this coupler... Well, I'm not going to go out there now, but that's where this coupler would go. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh. Was that exciting, bud? Nice cat. Are you a good cat? Oh, look how big your paws are. Dirty fingers. Actually, I have no idea what's on my fingers, so don't lick it. Actually, I could use this for my scanner, so keep that out. Yeah, not too bad. Actually, you know, I might take these to Spooky as well, because, well, yeah, I'm going back there on Wednesday, actually, so don't tell Bud. I'm going back there for 3 more days this week. Poor Bud. Are you an abandoned cat? Poor Bud. Abandoned cat. Nobody loves him. Yeah, I hope you guys weren't too bored by that. I figured the controller wouldn't take long, so that's why I had something else to do. And now the printer takes up much less space than it did. The parts fit easily into 2 garbage cans. Bud's seen things you people wouldn't believe. Oh yeah, that's totally usable. Oh, there's my small magnifying glass. Cool. Alright, probably going to shut the stream down here in a few minutes, but thanks to everyone who stopped by. I hope you enjoyed the teardown. Haven't had any controller orders in since October. See, that's one of the reasons why I'm well, yeah. I noticed it's slowed down 2 Christmases ago. So that's one of the reasons I'm so negative about the economy, because I've seen it. It's just side gig stuff, or how easily I can get a seat at the bar at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. But whatever. Yeah. So what would that be? Is it 2 weeks from yesterday or 3 weeks from yesterday? No. Whenever that is. So yeah, the 28th. The Sunday the 28th, probably I don't know, do a 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. marathon fundraiser stream. So basically I'll just set, in YouTube you can set it so that basically all the super chats or whatever just go to whatever the charity is. Yeah, so probably retro gaming if I had to guess, but we'll see. Yeah, because I'm trying to think what other, I don't know. That's, like I said, I really want to beat Shadow the Ninja. Yeah, see everyone later. Have a good holiday time, and I guess we'll see you probably next week, and then definitely on Sunday the 28th for the charity stream. All right, I'm going to log off. Say goodbye, Bud. Are you half-assed making biscuits?